a way to make money consistently. So, I elected to opportunity, but what's so unique about economic strategy compared to other strategies? Well, we've been able to battle test echo. If you notice for the strategy, why you share it? Why not just keep it to yourself? That's a great question, because my dad
Watch your 1 to Bravo, ISR is overhead. Be advised, Tony has 3 kilos on the ground, location marked with orange smoke.
Extract points for the nuclear material.
Affirmative. The kilos are your primary target. Destroy them and we keep this truck contained.
Special, so I defeated him, and he eventually, after months of doing it, became in our first class. We only had 5 people sign up, and we literally lost money putting it on after expenses. But the beautiful thing that happened is through this one class, my dad developed a new appreciation for helping other people find success. And initially, I was surprised by how much he enjoyed it. And so I learned about something called 3 phases of life that was created by billionaire investor Ray Dalio. In the first stage of life, working to figure out what you want to do.
All stations, first targets down.
Kid years growing up to your 20s, and maybe even up to your early to late 30s. And once you figure out what you're married, you enter your second stage of life, where others are dependent on you. During this stage, you need to provide for your family, kids, and I'm sure most of you watching this are either in the first or second stage. In the third stage, and this is a stage that we all strive to get to, you've been able to achieve it all. Right, you've achieved the American dream. You've raised your kids up well, sent them to college, provided for your family, and really, what's most important here is giving back, helping others become successful, and helping them avoid the mistakes you've made. And being grateful for the people who helped you achieve success along the way, and that's why you're giving back. And my dad entered the stage without realizing it after we taught that first class. And that's why we're here now. We want to help you find success. So before we dive into our economic strategy, here's how we can help. And if for whatever reason you have to go right now, and you can't watch the rest of this presentation, that's totally fine. I just want to make sure that you still have the opportunity to position yourself for a stronger financial future. So if you click the link below this presentation, what you can do is you can apply for a free strategy session call, get back in to watch this full presentation. So if you do have another 25 minutes to go, then let's jump in. And if not, then please click below and apply so that you still have the opportunity to take advantage of our program and this satisfaction warranty we have going on. So what are the steps that go into the Echo Mapping strategy? There are 4 main types of investments that we focus on with our Echo Mapping strategy. First is stocks. If you're a beginner, trading stocks is the perfect place to start. Stocks are easy to access, and many trading platforms offer commission-free trading. These platforms are also very well established and offer great security. The second type of investment we trade is futures. We love trading futures because they are very secure and very stable. They also give you higher and better risk-reward ratios. The futures that we focus on are ES, NGCL, GC, RTY, and YM. These are highly tradable, don't require large amounts to get started. The third type of investment that we trade is options. Options now are a little bit more complex for beginners because they have time decay, meaning they expire after a certain amount of time and become worthless. So you have to trade them within that time window. But they also have a unique advantage because they give you the ability to control a more expensive stock for a much lower initial investment. And ultimately, this means that you can risk less capital and still have great upside potential. And the fourth type of investment that we trade is crypto. Echo mapping works well for crypto because it tends to follow day trading patterns. However, because crypto is so new, it is a very speculative market. That means it can be a little more unpredictable. So it is important to find crypto another type of investment to bring more stability to your trading. Now, there are 2 markets that don't work with our echo mapping strategy that you need to be aware of. The first is Forex. Basically, if you're thinking about trading Forex, think again. Forex is extremely unpredictable and unreliable because it's based on governments and international relationships. It doesn't play by the same rules as the other financial instruments, making it too risky for us. A good rule of thumb is, if you want to lose your money, go into Forex. I'm joking, obviously, but if you want to focus on Forex, echo mapping probably won't be for you. Another market we avoid is penny stocks. Truth is, these stocks cost pennies for a reason. Nobody wants to buy them. Most pump and dump schemes happen with penny stocks. And there's a good chance that if you buy penny stocks, you won't be able to find a buyer for them if you want to get out. They just don't do enough volume, so the odds of being able to trade penny stocks for a profit consistently is a slim to none. And that's why we avoid them. Now that you know what markets to focus on, let's talk about how to use time on a chart to decide the type of trade you need to make. First off, when you use the echo mapping strategy, you look at the past to decide what will happen in the future. This is very important. It's the only way to make predictions about what will happen in the markets that actually works. We're not waiting on the news to tell us what to do. We're not reading other people's opinions, because by the time those things come out, the opportunity to make money has already passed us by. We have to do an analysis ourselves in real time to get an edge. And don't worry, it's not complicated. The first thing that you need to know, though, is there are two main types of trading: day trading and swing trading. Day traders simply spend about 1 to 3 hours trading each day, and their goal is to make a profit every single day. Swing traders simply spend about 1 to 3 hours per week, and their goal is simply to make weekly or monthly profits. And with the echo mapping strategy, you don't have to choose just one. You can do both. That's the beauty of it. But one of the keys of being successful at both is knowing what time frame they use when you're analyzing a chart. So if you've done a little bit of research into trading, you've probably heard people throw around different time frames on YouTube videos, and maybe you don't even understand what they were talking about. So I'm going to make this time frames. If you're swing trading, use the daily time frame and the 60 and 30 minute time frames. Each of these time frames is accessible on whatever trading platform you're using. And here's where these are inside mine. Now, it doesn't matter if you're day trading or swing trading. You have to always remember to look at your larger time frame. That means if you're day trading, you need to check any trend you see on a smaller time frame against your 60-minute time frame. And if you're swing trading, you need to check any trend you see on a smaller time frame against your daily time frame. And if you forget to do this, you'll make dangerous trading decisions. And this is where a lot of beginners go wrong. Let's say you're day trading, for example. If you find a trend on a 5-minute time frame, but you don't confirm it with a 60-minute time frame, there's a good chance you're going to get run over. The car is going to smash into the motorcycle and you will lose. The same thing can happen if you're swing trading. If you find a trend using a 60-minute time frame, but you don't confirm it on the daily, that semi-truck is going to demolish the car. Doing these checks between the larger time frame and the shorter ones is just one of the elements of a complete trading strategy. You have to confirm a trend you're seeing on a larger time frame using the guidelines I've given you, or you will fail. There's no question about it. Now, I realize this might be confusing, and you might be asking yourself, well, what trends am I looking for? What am I supposed to be confirming? And that's what we're going to get into right now. All right, so we're going to step 3 of the echo mapping strategy. And this step is how to enter a trade. So for today's example, I'm going to use Microsoft. So you guys just learned about time frames. For today, we're going to use a daily time frame. This is going to be more of a swing trade where you would hold onto the stock for a few weeks, a few months, and on occasion, sometimes even a couple of years. But for today's example, we want to show you this. Our echo mapping strategy works not only on a swing trading and long-term investment level, but also on a day trading level as well. You want to make money daily. And so you look here, back in 2022, Microsoft took a big hit. And when we see that in the market, we see opportunity. While people are panicking, we see opportunity because the price is going down. So it's cheaper for us to put a hurt on these fuckers. How do you know when to enter that trade? Well, any sort of movement, whether it's upward or downward, for a big move, there's always 3 phases of that move. So here's phase 1, here is phase 2, and here's phase 3. After 3 phases, what ends up happening is a lot of these short sellers and people who are bearish in the market are now exhausted. So that's where we want to look to enter, because that's where things can now switch and turn around back to the upside. And so here, one of the tools we use to figure out how to enter is by using a trend line. So here, again, I don't have a few hours today to show you exactly how to draw, when to look for, and how to do all of this in detail, but I at least want to show you a high level so that you understand how our strategy works. So here, I'm drawing it, and as you can see, the markets eventually break this trend line after doing 3 moves down. And we know that when that happens, this is a high probability good area to enter the trade. And so here would be about around $260 a share for Microsoft.
That building got flagged by
so
Intel, John.
Let's say we bought and entered here. Well, normally a good stop loss for this is about 10% of the price. So if we do that, that would mean our stop loss would be right around here, $234. So as you can look, it never gets there. But in the case it does, right, let's say we're wrong on this trade, we would have got out for a minimal loss compared to how much we can make on the upside. And that's what trading is about, right? That's why our echo mapping strategy is unique. It allows us to manage our risk where the trades that we enter, we are not only looking for trades where we have a higher probability percentage of winning, we're also looking for trades where if we lose a small amount, or we win, we make a lot more than what we would lose. And those are the best trades to enter. So let's say we enter at 260. Cool. How do you now know when to exit?
Take it off, ET fire!
Again, I'm not going to explain how to draw this across different charts and how exactly to do it, because if you do it wrong, your exit's going to be wrong. But obviously, we'll break this down in the program.
I need ice cake. Give me a sit rep.
No stress, Captain.
Effective fire on the new loads.
And you see, and the only things you have to really focus on is the numbers between 1.618 and 2.618. Right around here, I would say roughly in the middle. So that's where I would
Good work. One more to go.
So it gets, lo and behold, cool. It gets right around here before it falls down. But then, not only that, it continues going up in 2020. Right? So this is normally the first area to take profits. It doesn't mean you have to get out there. First point, this 1.618 point, right? About 337. If we got in at 260,
07, any change in radiation?
and we exit at 337, that's about $77 in profit for every share of Microsoft.
Well, let's keep it up.
So let's say we bought 100 shares here. You would have made $7,700 in just this one trade. Now, this brings me to the fifth part of the strategy, which is how do you have higher probability trades than other strategies out there? And that's a great question. And the reason why is because we like to use a lot of confirmations to make sure that our trade has a higher probability. And again, for today's sake, I can only show you a few of these confirmations, but for our full-on strategy, we have more confirmations than just what I'm showing you today to really make sure that your trade is a high probability trade. And so the one that I'm going to show you today, if you look down here, it's this blue and orange line chart. And if you look, when we entered here at 260, what ended up happening is this blue line here crossed this orange line, and it broke past this dotted line, this zero dotted line. And when you see the blue enter above this orange, in above this zero line mark, what this is telling you is there's more momentum to the upside than there is to the downside. And that is our probability here. And you can look, it even goes even higher all the way up here. So this would be a great confirmation for us to enter in this trade. And lo and behold, look what happens. This trade ends up working out in our favor. So that's step 5, which is using extra confirmation tools like this momentum tool down here to really get in and have the highest probability trade setups. So that's it for today for the echo mapping strategy. I wish we had more time where I could break everything in a lot more detail, but at least now you know at a high level these simple tools that we use that allow us to see these patterns over and over again in the markets, to spot these opportunities that allow us to profit and make money in the markets. Now, we've taught thousands of students this strategy who have been able to implement this into their trading. For example, he actually started using the echo mapping strategy to trade, and he quickly became one of our top students. It's a pretty cool story too, because he's been able to achieve this all while working a full-time job as a project manager, taking care of 5 kids, and working as a pastor for his church. Needless to say, he has his hands full, and he's still able to trade and make very good money. During my interview with him, I asked him how things were going. Here's what he said. So I guess that's how been so far recently out of your online money system.
So I you realize so far. Last week, I've been really getting, I would say, almost every day, anything over $5,000. So there are days where I can get 7,000, 8,000. Today was a very difficult day, and as difficult as it was, and I still got 500 in the difficult day. Normally, before that would be like a rough 50.
Yeah.
So, how I'm progressing.
They're closing on you, Captain. Defend yourself.
Coming fresh and delivering all the studies, the multiple tools, and everything.
Tony is another standout student. He's a business owner who builds swimming pools for a living, but he's definitely found his stride with trading.
last year, I total I make over 100,000, and this year so far, like 3 weeks, I make like $93,582 already.
JP is another successful student who is looking to get out of corporate America, and thanks to trading with our strategy, he was able to quit his job. And now on some days, he even makes up to $5,000 a day.
30 years in corporate America. I got to a point last year where I did well financially, and I decided that I was no longer really getting any joy from it. What I wanted is a lot of freedom to do what I wanted when I wanted. There are days
Bravo 6, be
where I
advised.
had
Coney Armored
trades
Hilo
where
is
I made
overhead.
$5,000 in a day. It's tremendously worth it, both from a personal gratification perspective, but also from a financial perspective.
Julie is another top student who was able to quit her job, and now she just trades for her daily income. Yeah. Yeah.
Attack helos pressing hard.
Press back. Use anti-air measures.
Wow. Let me ask you a very important question. If you had guidance from my dad, Tom, our team who trades every single day, help from our supportive community who shares their wins and knowledge 24/7, plus we answer all of your trading questions live every single day. We showed you a way to test everything that we teach you and prove to yourself that you can do this without risking a dive.
Eyes on the last helo.
Would you succeed?
Copy, take it down.
Think about that for a moment. I'm confident that if I hadn't had my dad teach me, I would not have had the
All
success I
targets
had.
destroyed.
And the best
Good work,
people in the world all have mentors
Be
and
advised,
coaches.
Bravo 6.
Michael Jordan,
Coney
best
has entered
basketball
the
player in
reactor.
the
You
world.
need to get down there. John got
Tiger
Mountain
Woods,
MG
best
coming your way on an armored vehicle.
Move
Jeff
into the
Bezos,
reactor.
the richest
Still in
man in the world,
contact.
had a coach.
Copy that. All
Warren
Bravo
Buffett
collapsed on the reactor
so
now.
right now, really think about what's missing in your life. What are your goals? How are you going to reach them? And who is helping you get there? Because after everything you've seen doing, you really have 3 choices. One is you can do nothing and nothing will change. 2, you can try to do everything on your own, like my dad, and spend 15 years figuring it out. Or 3, you can work with us to learn how to trade, and you'll have a skill that you can use for the rest of your life. And if you've chosen option 3, here's how I can help. My team and I will set aside some time in the next few days to talk to you about how you can apply these ideas to help you reach your goals. In this session, we're going to walk you through how to understand and apply the Echo Mapping strategy to help position you toward a stronger financial future, and we'll answer any questions that you might have. Then, if you qualify, we'll discuss with you how we can help you reach your goals. And we have a satisfaction bonus that we can explain on the call. So to take advantage of one of these free strategy session calls, anyone who will listen to instructions and take action quickly, and who is this not for? Well, if you do not have funds that you can trade with, then this will not be for you. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself and seek real change in your life, then it's also not for you. And this might seem obvious, but there's a lot of people who just like to learn about different things online, and that's it. They like to do research, they like to window shop, it's a hobby for them, but we're doing this because we're really trying to help people, and we're really trying to make an impact. So we only want to go further with people who really want to see a difference made in their lives. And you don't have to have trading experience. You can be a complete brand new beginner. You don't have to ever have invested a single dollar. The biggest question is, are you coachable? If you're coachable and you're ready to learn, then let's do this. Now we know your time is valuable, and our time is valuable too. And here's what our calendar looks like on any given week. You can see it's jam-packed. We have a lot of people who want to learn this strategy and not enough time in the day. So please, we want to help you succeed and reach your goals, and there's no charge for this session. So apply and schedule a call if you're serious about this, and you're going to commit to that time that you put on your calendar. And we take our reputation and our responsibilities very seriously. We wouldn't have so many positive reviews from our students if we didn't. We want you to have an amazing experience and really get value from this call. So we just ask that you show up prepared and ready to make the most of our time together, and we will do the same so that we can maximize that time. So if you want our help, click the button below, apply for a call, Our student Bang started by getting on one of these calls as well. He was working as a nail technician, but he was barely able to afford a very simple lifestyle. Now he has the time and financial means to live stress-free. He is able to become one of our top students, earning $42,000 in profit in 6 months.
It's funny, before I started trading back in 2018, right? And I did not know anything about trading. I started with, a little bit of money because I didn't know what to do. And, I keep losing money. I listen to my friends, I watch the news, just like everybody else concentrating. Yeah, so up to date is about 42,000 things doing.
Peter, another one of our best students, also started by getting on one of these calls. He had taken many classes before, but still wasn't trading successfully. Something was missing until he started working with us.
As I met you and your dad, I've taken many classes and even worked at a different trading academy. And there was always this one piece that was missing, and your dad was able to help me see where I didn't have my strategies in place. 9:41 a.m.
The reactor is in the
I sold
domed
the
building
entire
center
lot,
of the facility.
and the gross was $13,253.54. I looked at that and go, wow, that was 150 minutes of work. And I did the math, Tim. Comes down to $5,301 per hour.
Check the area for an entry
or
point.
$88.25 per minute, or $1.47 per second.
I cannot stress this enough. Every single one of our most successful students started by getting on one of these calls, sharing their goals with us, and making a strong commitment to achieving them. So you are in really good company. We have the tools and knowledge and experience and community to help you, but you must make the choice to take the first step. So click the link below and schedule your free strategy session. We look forward to speaking with you soon, and until then, I hope you got a lot of value from this video.
Macro's moving quick. He planned all this from a gulag.
If you're still watching, I want you to take a second to answer a few of the most common questions people ask
Only hell knows what else he planned.
1. How soon can I start earning money in the stock
You're clear,
market?
Captain.
Our students learn fast, and they can quickly apply what they've learned to earn money, but we cannot guarantee your success or how fast you will make money. All this will depend on your personal risk tolerance, work ethic, etc. Some students jump in, blow through their training, and start making money in their first month. Others take their time and don't start trading with real money until they've practiced for 12 months. Truth is, it's up to you and how much time and effort you're going to commit to getting the results you're after. Again, we cannot guarantee your success, but we can help you focus your efforts on learning to use a strategy that has generated amazing results for us and many others. 2. What is our win rate? Using our echo mapping strategy, Tom historically has achieved an average win rate of roughly 60 to 70%. And this is an excellent ratio that manages risk while presenting the opportunity to make very healthy profits. And as you've seen throughout the video, the echo mapping strategy has worked for us and many of our most successful students, but you are responsible for your own results. 3. Do I get to talk to or interact with Tom? Tom hosts trading sessions every week where students can have an over-the-shoulder view of his personal analysis and are encouraged to ask any and all questions. This, along with our tight-knit online community that is active 24/7, 365 days a year, make it much easier for our students to gain an in-depth understanding of trading and the echo mapping strategy. And when you are a part of our community, help is always one click away. 4. How can I get started? We have several different program options available depending on your situation and goals. The best way to find out what the best fit is for you to schedule a strategy session with our team. On this session, we'll get to know you and your goals. And if it makes sense for us to work together, we will make a recommendation. And if it doesn't make sense, we'll let you know that too. The whole purpose of this call is to help you get a clear picture of what you can do to move forward with clarity and confidence as a new trader looking to increase your level of success. And here at Stock Navigators, it is our pleasure to provide these free strategy sessions to people who are serious about their financial future. So if that's you, then click that button below and schedule a call now. And we can't wait to speak with you and see how we can help you.
Hostile turret placed.
Перемещаемся в тыл противника. Иду в атаку.
Deploying bomb drone. No effect from the drone.
Рядом со мной! Иду в атаку! Где сейчас противник?
Watcher, am I clear?
Affirmative.
Подойдёшь обратно!
Where the hell is
6, your closed turbine building will be connected to the reactor.
Атакуйте! Подтверждаю! Вижу цель!
got nail up?
Copy 6. That's your entry point.
Located the entrance.
Copy that.
Make an entry.
You've got an enemy helo overhead. Is that the reactor deployed rope? Couldn't find something. Afraid that's secondary extraction. We have to stop them now.
All stations. Coney's extracting canisters from the reactor.
Nick, can you confirm the contents?
Negative. All Bravo. Put fire on that helo. Bring it down.
Copy. Engaging.
Fucking hell. All stations. Coney's extracting chemical weapons.
Only taking the gas out on that helo. We're gonna lose them. Roger, can you track them?
On it, Ghost. Stand by.
6, reactor sealed. I'm locked in.
6, ISR shows Coney personnel entering reactor.
Don't stay up here, there's no cover.
High point where you can. We're inbound. Check high for Coney, Captain. Stay sharp. Coney wasn't off to
I'm
the...
exposed up here, I need to move.
Take cover, Captain. We're almost there.
Oh, stay up here, there's no cover. All stations, ground floor is compromised. I'm holding on the first deck.
We're inbound, Captain. Sit tight. Captain, we're up top. Grab the rope. Gas is closing in. Get on the rope, Captain.
Got it.
Grab my hand. Got it. We got you, Cap.
Stay with us, son.
Cap. Cap. Stay with us, son. 6-2 to Watcher. We need medevac now.
Morning, sir.
Take it easy, Cap. You beat the gas, but you still need some time to recover.
I'm fine.
Got a headache? Nausea?
Always.
He's good.
Was worried your face was gonna melt off like those other poor bastards. You ask me, it'd be an improvement. Coney got away with the chemicals. Affirmative. Makarov has been out of prison for 6 hours and he's already ahead of us. The fuck is in that gas?
Remnants of Barkov's program.
Sir, highly concentrated, far more lethal.
One pod contaminated the whole area.
They made off with enough to kill a whole country. Right now, he's in Farrow's backyard. We've got